What up, YouTube family? It's Theo here at Rex Bowling Ball Reviews. Today we're going to talk about pitches, right? What am I using? What works for me? You know, why I use these pitches in my fingers. This is going to be more for the two-handers. What I've been told, right? Going to Kegel, getting tips from the best, right? So like the stuff I've been using is notably from what some of the best people in the industry are telling me to use. It's helped me a lot. It's actually limited injuries on my fingers and my joints. Maybe I'll make another video soon with Ryan, right, where we kind of dive into one-handed pitches, right, and things to look out for, and especially if you have any injuries. All right, so let's dive in. Let's talk about what does Theo use, and also just some tips and tricks for you guys to get a better feel. And something interesting, also talk about tracking over the middle finger, which happens a lot as a two-hander. I did that when I first started, and some tips to get that track, take a little bit away from that finger. All right, let's start. All right, folks, so this is my press. This is the pitches area. Just wanted to show you, right? So right there, you can see that's the 1 inch mark right there. I'm at 3/4, so I'm 3/4 away in both of my fingers, and then I just do standard laterals. As you can see there, that would be 3/8 left. And then my ring finger, I would be 3/8 right. So laterals, very simple. At first, I actually pitched my fingers pretty far left to get away from the track, and we'll talk about that in a second, or away from my middle finger, I'm sorry. All right, so you might be asking, why the heck am I using 3/4 reverse of my fingers? Well, for one, you can see my middle finger, I can't bend it. That thing, I broke that. I told you guys about that in one of my other vlogs. I don't have a lot of flexibility in both my fingers, right? So going that much reverse helped in general, right? Another thing, when I first started two-handed, I was tracking over the middle finger, right? I had my stuff pitched fairly to the right. I was kind of coming here, right? I was twirling that elbow. You don't want that, right? So when I pitched my fingers a lot more reverse, and when I first started two-handed, I was at 3/4 reverse, right, in both my stuff, but I actually pitched my middle finger a half left and then a 1/4 right on my ring. I did that just to move that track over, but now that I've stabilized, my roll's a little bit better, I am where, you know, Kegel had me at, which is 3/4 away in 3/8 and 3/8. Now, with that, those pitches allow you to do as well, right, a lot easier, is doing this motion here, right? Rolling down on the ball, just like this. You know, rolling down on it, you know, rolling that hand like this. We don't want to go this. You don't want to hit up on it, right? You want to roll down and through the ball with that motion. If I had like a lane in here, I'd be able to show you guys. Maybe I'll get on the lanes and show you soon. But realistically, those pitches are going to allow you to have a lot cleaner ball motion. For me, I was able to manipulate my hand a little bit more too. I noticed when I was backing off and going less reverse, it was just my roll, my track was really high, and I wasn't able to do a whole lot at the bottom of my swing. Also, so some two-handers, right, digging, right? How far do you dig your fingers? I was going back and forth with this for a little while, but recently I actually only go to about here, a little bit past fingertip. I wouldn't, nowhere near conventional. I was digging when I first started, but now that I have the fit that I want, you know, and it just feels really, really good on my hand, nice and soft, and that fingertip, it actually tightened out my angles a little bit, and I could just throw a little harder without trying. I don't know, it's a feel thing, right? But guys, I mean, it's all a feel thing, right? Pitches, what works for you, right? Also, the anatomies make a huge difference. I told you guys in my previous video, my middle finger, right, if I was to go like this, you kind of want to pitch the fingers towards which way they're going. My middle finger kind of goes crooked, and it kind of goes down and moves. It's crazy. So I've always had just basic luck, 3/8 left with that, or even going more left with my middle finger. But yeah, that's a little tips and tricks, guys, on pitches for two-handers. And also, if you're tracking over that middle finger, I would really suggest pitching your stuff to be more middle finger dominant. You know, pitching, get that middle finger a little more dominant, get that ring finger out of play. This is if you're right-hander, right? Just talking about pitches and everything from my perspective here. You know, I would go, if you really retract them really, really bad, you can go like 5/8 left on the middle finger and go 0 to like an 1/8 right on your ring, right? You know, and you could like pitch your middle finger to like a half. This is if you want to keep like that reverse. Go like a half on the middle finger, and then go like, I don't know, like an inch on the ring. I know that's crazy. That's like a huge variance, but like that difference is gonna like make a difference in your roll and your track. So hope this video helps. Let me throw down a comment below if you guys what your pitches are. What are you using for two-handed, right? And what's worked best for you. All right, guys, stay tuned for the next video. See ya.